OnePlus 6 versus iPhone 8 Plus speed test coming up right now. Let's go. So what is up, guys? Nick here, back again, helping you to master your technology. OnePlus 6 versus Product Red iPhone 8 Plus. Let's begin with the boot up test in 3, 2, 1. And let's put this into perspective here. We compared the OnePlus 6 to the iPhone 10 yesterday. We know that's about 50%, more to buy an iPhone 10. But the 8 Plus is like $950 if you want the 256 gig, and it's like $799 to start. Now, the OnePlus 6 is $629 for 256 gigabytes and 8 gigabytes of RAM with, you can get like 3 cases plus the most premium version of the OnePlus 6 for cheaper than the starting price of a 64 gigabyte iPhone 8 Plus Product Red. So even this older designed iPhone 8 Plus, yes, it's got the more powerful processor, the A11, arguably, than the Snapdragon 845, but at the same time, this phone, you can get this phone with way more storage, way more RAM, and multiple cases to go along with this phone, and they include one in the box as well, for less than the starting price of an 8 Plus. But you see in the 8 Plus 1 here on the boot up test. All right, so we're here at the lock screens, and I want to see which one does actually respond faster to hitting the power button to see the time. 3, 2, 1, and you can see that's the iPhone. 3, 2, 1, and you can see that's the iPhone. So it's not a big deal at all, but the iPhone's a little bit faster to respond to that. Now, what about the fingerprint scanner? We can test this here. They're both biometrically secure, and let's go ahead and hit the fingerprint here, and then we'll hit the fingerprint here. 3, 2, 1, and you could see the OnePlus 6 much faster on the fingerprint as it was on the Face ID or the Face Unlock over the 10. Same here, deal with the 8 Plus having a fingerprint. The OnePlus 6 actually gives you Face Unlock and a fingerprint, but you can see much faster on its fingerprint scanner. So getting into your phone, whether you're using an iPhone 10 or an iPhone 8 Plus, is slower both ways than a OnePlus 6. Quickly confirming the software, you can see I do have the 8 GB of RAM version, 5.1.5 Oxygen OS, and 128 gig storage model here. Now on the 8 Plus is a 64 GB running iOS 11.3.1. Latest official software 11.4 is likely going to release tomorrow, Tuesday, or maybe even a week or so. It's coming soon, but this is the latest version as of the recording of this video. All right, guys, so we have arrived at the application speed test portion. You can see all the apps are closed on the left and on the right. Let's go into calendar. You could see that's the iPhone 8 Plus. Let's go into clock. That's the OnePlus 6. Weather. That's the OnePlus 6. Calculator. OnePlus 6 slightly on that animation. Now remember, the iPhone 8 Plus has the old Touch ID button. It feels much slower than the gesture-based OS from the iPhone 10. So going home is always faster on the OnePlus 6. Going into Instagram, you can see the OnePlus 6 is ready to go. Fast scrolling versus smooth scrolling. Let's go to the likes page. And you can see again, same deal, fast scrolling versus smooth scrolling. Going into the actual pictures, looks like the iPhone 8 Plus had that loaded. And basically in Instagram, you're looking at a fast experience versus a smooth experience on the iPhone. Let's go into Twitter. And you could see Twitter is open first on the left easily. Coming home, let's go into Snapchat. Snapchat on the left. Let's go into WhatsApp. That's the OnePlus 6 again. YouTube. OnePlus 6, lightning fast over the 8 Plus there. Subscriptions, activity, trends. 8 Plus loads that first, and you could see pretty much a similar deal here when it comes to YouTube. Just a smoother experience, faster experience on the left. Let's go into Netflix, and you could see Netflix content loaded. Whoa, I think that was the 8 Plus. Let me know down below. I didn't quite see that one. Let's go into Tesla, and you could see about the same there. So experience again going to be very similar, but you get a bigger screen here for the OnePlus 6. Let's go into Amazon, and you can see Amazon is open first. They look like on the 8 Plus. Let's go into here. That was the OnePlus 6. Actually opening this picture up. Doesn't look like, yeah, we could do that there actually. So you can just scroll through. Yeah, again, it looks a little smoother on the 8 Plus. Sometimes things just look a little choppier on the Android side, but still very fast, super fast. Let's go into eBay. And you can see eBay's first on the left, then the 8 Plus. So OnePlus 6 just really doing well here. Let's go into Jetpack Joyride. And here comes the iPhone with another win on the gaming round. Let's go into Dead Trigger 2. And you can see iPhone 8 Plus ready to go. And it also loads higher graphic settings out of the box, as I mentioned in all my videos. It usually does that over the Android. Now, I do find the 8 Plus to be a little bit of a smoother, better gaming experience in my experience, but At the same time, the OnePlus 6 is probably the best gaming experience on Android, and it doesn't get quite as warm in my experience as the iPhones do. They get quite warm when using them in games. Let's go into PUBG Mobile, and that's probably because they're using so much processing power to power these games. But you can see PUBG Mobile is ready to go first so far on the iPhone 8 Plus. So it looks like you're going to get into a match first on the 8 Plus, and if you're in this game and you're playing other users, having an 8 Plus or an iPhone 10 could be a huge advantage because of that A11, because you're gonna have less stuttering and things like that. So there we go, we're in PUBG Mobile there, and it's just taking forever to load here for the OnePlus 6. So the OnePlus 6 taking quite some time to load. Okay, taking some time. Yeah, we're gonna just let this thing, we're gonna come out of here once it's done. So we're in there. That took quite a bit longer than the iPhone 8 Plus. Let's go into Slither, and you could see Slither play against AI. You could see about the same on casual games, not too much of a big deal. Video Shop, you could see Video Shop on the left. Let's go into Geekbench. You could see that was the left again. Speed Test looks like the left again. Let's go into Chrome, Safari, and slightly, I think, to the OnePlus 6 on the animation. So the speed on the initial app openings, I think on most apps, it's slightly faster due to animation on the OnePlus 6. Put it at 0.5x, it's even faster in animation than the iPhone 8 Plus. Comes to gaming, comes to fluid, smoother feel, I think that's slightly to the iPhone 8 Plus. In the real world, the OnePlus 6 feels like a faster phone when just opening your everyday applications. Let's get on the RAM management. All right, so we're just gonna run through these applications really quickly to see if we get any reloads. That's all we're looking for here. No reloads so far on the OnePlus 6. Looks pretty good. Let's go into PUBG. That's good. Let's go into Dead Trigger 2. Very fast. Jetpack Joyride. Very fast. Amazon, Netflix, YouTube. Look at these animations just fly on the OnePlus 6. Just no reloads whatsoever. Perfect. Oh, we had a little load there, but again, the calendar is kind of the Google Calendar. It's internet based. Sometimes it refreshes, so that wasn't really a reload. There you go for the OnePlus 6. Let's go into the iPhone 8 Plus and see what we get here. So Safari, you can see that's good. Let's go into Speed Test. That's ready to go. Let's go into Geekbench. Ready to go. Let's go into Video Shop. That's ready to go. Let's go into Slither. Ready to go. Let's go into PUBG. Now we got a notice, but that's still ready to go. Let's go into Dead Trigger, ready to go. Jetpack, ready to go. eBay, ready to go. Let's go into Amazon. Let's go into Netflix. Let's go into YouTube. Had a little slight reload here on YouTube. Again, Google apps sometimes refresh. Let's go into Snapchat. Let's go into Twitter. I was ready. Let's go into Instagram. So even with 3 gigs of RAM, you could see that the iPhone 8 Plus has incredible RAM management. So I'm basically going to call the RAM management round a draw here between both of them, at least on your everyday apps. All right, so I shot a similar 35-second 1080p clip on both phones just to see which one can render out this video a little bit faster in Video Shop. 3, 2, 1, and we're going to see which one is quicker. Look at the OnePlus 6 Go. Look at the iPhone Go. This is close. Super close, but no, it's the A11 with the win right there. But that wasn't bad for the OnePlus 6, so pretty nice stuff. Now this might change a little bit if you have a longer video, but the iPhone 8 Plus definitely the win there over the OnePlus 6. So again, rendering videos usually still wins on the iPhone series. Okay, so the final Geekbench scores are in. You could see again the iPhone with the win. Pretty typical scores here for the OnePlus 6. These benchmarks don't really mean nothing in the real world, but to some people, they like to have the fastest synthetic benchmark on their phone, and if that's the case for you, the iPhone is still the way to go. And lastly, I want to test the camera just to see which one can actually open the camera first when you tap it to actually fire off a photo. 3, 2, 1. And you could see that's the iPhone 8 Plus that gets in there first. Let's close them out and do it again. 3, 2, 1. And yes, that's pretty close. So it's not too much of a difference in the camera department either. In terms of the quality, we'll have to do that test soon. But that's it. That's the OnePlus 6 versus the iPhone 8 Plus speed test. I think that the OnePlus 6 in most applications and most animations feels like a faster phone. You're going to feel that on the day-to-day. The iPhone 8 Plus in some areas is smoother than the OnePlus 6, and some applications are better optimized. It's really down to the OS these days. But consider the price again one more time. For this older designed iPhone, you're going to pay $200 more for 64 gigs and you get 4 times the storage. You can get the 256 gig here on the OnePlus 6 for way less than even the starting price point in iPhone 8 Plus. Anyway, if you found this video helpful, enjoyable, entertaining, informing, do me a favor, click that like button for me. If you're new here, consider subscribing. We got way more OnePlus 6 content coming to your inbox. Nick here helping you to master your technology. Be sure to be well. I will catch you all in the next episode, and peace.